I crack myself up with that intro. If nobody else is just thinking it's goofy and ridiculous, then y'all need to check your humor radars because I think it's freaking funny. Welcome, everybody. This is Compin, Colorado. My name is Corey Ann. I am a Colorado agent and I am an investor. You probably know me as the co-host of Straight Outta Compin, where I get to feed addresses to the GOAT himself. But here we comp a little bit slower. We walk through the process. We check out Privy and everything that's available to us. And so not only is it me today, you also get the other half of my brain and business. Austin is here. Hey, Austin, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I think it's absolutely crazy that on most Wednesdays, you and I are not talking until this point. And I'm like, hey, we're live, but also, how's everything going on the deals we're pushing? But yeah, guys, I'm glad you're here. You really are just getting a peek behind the scenes at what we do every day, all day, which is check out Privy and on-market MLS deals and call agents and see whether or not they're the right move for us to either purchase or pass off to one of our clients. If you are here in the room, I would love to know, give a little shout out in the chat, just so that I know you're here. And if you already have addresses that you are burning desires and questions to take a look at, we're only comping Colorado here, but I would love to take a look at your guys' addresses. Ray, I hit you up on IG. Guys, if you're not following me on Instagram, please do. It's at Corey Ann Wright, easy peasy. Ray, I hit you up with what I thought on this particular property, but here on Compin, Colorado, we're either just comping or calling in the box state.
We are kind of a box state, aren't we?
Yeah. Okay, so we haven't been able to talk about this. We should. There is this whole movement right now on Instagram of like Colorado rappers that are intensely trying to bring like the California vibes, and they're all like, our kush is good and our state is a box. And I'm just like sitting there going, oh my gosh, you guys are embarrassing the hell out of me. But I'm sending you those on Instagram so you can laugh with me. You will lose it. Hey, Hugo, what's up? I'm glad you're here. Thanks for joining. I'm going to pull up Privy, y'all, and we're just going to take a peek at what is new. 1 second, guys. Hey, Robert, welcome. Alrighty, guys. Who knows what address I'm looking at? Oh, I'm looking at the Georgia one. Alrighty. Let's go to Colorado. Guys, if you don't know this, over in the bottom left corner of Privy, if you want to just like reset whatever you're looking at, just go to Privy coverage. It's going to pull back and show you the whole United States. While I'm here, I might as well tell you what you're looking at. If it is blue, it is on MLS access, meaning you're seeing the same thing that a licensed agent would see when you are looking at all of the remarks and you're looking at the data. If you see red, that means that they will be soon getting MLS access. And if you see the yellow, that means it's third-party listing data or public records. That would be the same thing that you would be able to find on pretty much any other public website. So really useful that we have it in most of Colorado. We're just going to zoom in. In case you guys didn't know, this is really cool. Austin and I are like painfully familiar with what it takes to actually get MLS access. Privy is like way ahead of the game in terms of the amount of MLS access they have. And you could tell in Colorado, there are multiple MLSs. In fact, probably more than I'm aware of, but I immediately can think of 6. So the fact that we can comp along the Front Range and get access to that in multiple MLSs is pretty wonderful. What I'm looking at right now is investor activity. So if you're new to a market, let's say you're coming into Colorado, you want to find where most of the flippers are doing their business. For example, in Straight Outta Compin, we comped something way out here in Sterling. And because I know this market so well, the 68% that Jamil pulled would absolutely make sense anywhere along the Front Range here. But I would probably push to a lower percentage of ARV in the Sterling area because you've got way less buyers and activity in this general area because you're pushing off into Nowheresville, basically. Let's go where there's actually activity. I'm very interested.
I dropped the address in the chat that I actually just got. If you want.
Oh, cool. Alrighty. Real quick, last thing for you guys to know, if you're totally new to Privy, is that I'm looking at buyer activity. I could find buyers based off what I'm seeing, but if I want to find properties because I'm working acquisitions, I'm just going to click fix and flip and see what's available to find similar active deals. So that's how you work your way into properties that you might actually be able to call on. Now, let's snag this address. Oh, Jamil, you probably didn't see Straight Outta Compin today, Austin. Jamil just disappeared for maybe a solid 3 minutes, and all I could do was nervously sing, and the whole chat lit up about the fact that I do sing if I get really, really freaking nervous, which I did. So, yeah. Not Missouri, right?
No, it's in Denver.
It might just be ST on.
You have to type in Denver. I had to actually type in Denver for some reason.
It wants you to coax it. Okay. Street. Denver. Oh. Made it.
So my immediate assessment is it's very nice. However,
it looks nice.
The guy that sent it to me says it needs 150,000 in rehab. So there's something. I have to make a call, but let's comp it.
No, really though. Like, what could possibly need that much money here?
Well, he's not 100% like it is. I think it's a deal because if you look at 3805 East 12th, it sold for 660 in much worse condition. We can get this one much lower than list price. It's under contract currently, much lower than list price.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Is this a townhome or is this truly a single family? Oh,
Pretty
wait, I can
sure
find that out right here. Single family. Oh, it's cute on the outside too. Yeah. What needs work? Is this a foundation roof issue? Maybe we haven't approached anything on the outside. Look what is going on here. Oh, okay. All right. We're finding issues. Let's go down to comparables. Close to all the good parks. Let's go to settings.
So if you look at the top one, it should be a 3805 East 12th that sold in much worse condition for 660.
Is that only in solds? 3805?
If you haven't, yeah. Look at the condition on that one. It's one of our buyers that sent us this, but he has a 900 ARV, and he thinks $1 million is possible. I agree. There's a 1-1 that's pretty solid.
Where's this? Yeah. Okay, to kind of narrow down the fact that this isn't a hot area with plenty of stuff, I'm just gonna look at the investments that Privy pulls.
Yeah.
And see.
The best one that I see as a comp is 915 Madison.
Oh, look at there.
Which even,
okay.
even then isn't a super great comp because the basement's a lot smaller, but that's a plus.
I like that they definitely expanded on what we would need here, like a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, but where did they do that? Since they didn't actually expand. Let's find out. Oh, super cute. And I like that the face is the same, which this specifically in Colorado would be considered a craftsman build, and they are very sought after and unique. Meaning, is ours a craftsman? Our subject?
Pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure the face looks the same.
It's a brick bungalow, technically.
I do like this one. And it's sold. Okay, yeah. I think this is your solid comp. Done. I don't think, did they list it at 1.9? Let's find out. Okay, yeah, they listed at that and sold at that. Beautiful.
I bought it at 7. The extra bed and bath came from the basement.
How long has this sat on market? 34 days. It's 6. Interesting. Yeah, I would want, can we call this guy and find out what the heck he means by what's going into this 150 repairs? Because it doesn't make sense to me that this is sat on market.
Yeah, I gotta call him anyways after this, so I'll ask him. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's like I said, it's one of our buyers. They locked it up as a flip way lower, but they just bought something else. So
I think we could push this.
They're obviously not moving forward on it.
Yeah,
I don't know. I like it though. I don't really understand why it sat so long either.
But if that it's got to be something either above, meaning the roof, or something going on foundation wise, because the inside is a little too pretty in a good neighborhood. But I think it would be worth the conversation on wherever your buyer's trying to get rid of it at, if he's decided to take on something else.
The seller's going to replace the roof before closing.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But it is a lot of adding. It's a 2-1. You have to turn it into a 3-3, which would be converting the entire upstairs into a master suite, and then completely finishing out the basement, which is basically bare bones right now. That's expensive.
That is. Why 3-3 and not a 3-2, given our comp is a 3-2? Is that just what the buyer said he was planning on?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
To turn into a 3-3 is with the idea of a 1-1 in the basement and then a complete master suite upstairs. Right now, there's no master suite, so the idea is add one in the basement and then put a master suite on the top floor.
Gotcha. Would you be open to just making this call now live? Because I think everybody could really benefit from the fact that you're chill AF on the phone and that this isn't that scary.
Not to this particular buyer. He's a lot.
Gotcha. Got you. Can't get him off the phone.
And I don't know what he's going to say. No, not that. He's just kind of a wild guy. Not very YouTube friendly.
Got you. Fair enough. Hey, Easy Money 15. Thanks for being here. I would love to help you find your first deal. It's kind of my thing. My question is Colorado your market?
Uh-oh.
let me know in the chat. I'm looking for you.
Am I frozen? Are you frozen?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Okay. Well, not anymore. So.
Yeah, I am definitely rocking a different hat right now. Mostly because I had an hour break. We had straight out of Compin early today. And I did have a bunch of people that texted me and was like, hey, I'm getting a replay on your link. And I'm like, yeah, that's because Jamil was an hour early. But I had an hour to actually eat lunch today, which was nice. And I got to change my hat into one I normally wear. Hugo, are you in the Colorado market? Or are you just hanging out? Remind me. Because we should be closing some deals together if you are. I'm kind of like a little flabbergasted on this Madison Street, because if I were to just be looking at the photos or bringing value to somebody on YouTube, I would be telling you this looks way too pretty. It's way too nicely staged. Get the heck out. But that's kind of a nice reminder that it's always worth making a call, you know,
Yeah,
at least making a connection
definitely.
with an agent. All right, guys, let's go back on a hunt.
You could probably call the listing agent on this and figure out what the problem is.
That's
Not
true.
stepping on toes. They haven't changed it to pending.
That's true. Okay.
And we have no interest to go around said buyer.
No. Well, and I'm curious what he actually has it under contract at, which I'm sure you'll tell me later. I want to find one that's ugly. Why are they calling something ugly?
All right, do that.
Let's go filter some deals. Single family and really like attached. I want to see active, fix and flip. Show me privy preferred results, pretty please. Run search. Oh, these are all solds. I don't need solds. Oh, actives. Maybe these are active. All right, guys, this is why this privy coverage button works, because sometimes it just needs a minute. We're way too far into the mountains right now. Not the area we want to be in. Along the front range is the language that you want to use with agents. They understand what that means. Basically means before you hit the mountains. Right along here, we have a very hungry buyer who would really like a flip. So let's see if we can find one.
Right
Easy money. There. If you're around, this is how you do it.
Where's our buyer looking?
Castle Rock, ideally, but she'll go all the way up into the south half of Denver. I'm gonna sort results the other way around.
South half of Denver, like Lakewood?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which, by the way, on our offer that went out today, we got outbid on. They got another offer in front of them, and they didn't like that on the 30-day PCOA we were offering them, which, by the way, PCOAs are incredibly hard to resell, guys. But if you do happen to be going under contract getting one, what you have to make sure of is that you have some kind of security deposit so that that person leaves. And we were adamant that we at least have a 10K security deposit, because that's enough money that they could feel some pain about it. And we got outbid by somebody who only needed 1,000 to feel protected. But we'll see, because I don't think they're at the right price. I think they could fall out, and they only have a 5-day inspection.
You know, that's not going to close. We'll get a call next week.
Find similar active deals, guys. I'm just too busy talking. I'm not even looking at the right stuff. Let's look for something ideally ugly. Built 2023 is not it for us. Let's look at this one.
I just found out you can do keyword searches on Privy too.
You didn't know this? Matthew Justice taught me this on Wholesaling 101.
Yeah, I did not know that.
blows my mind. Also, I learned that most people are going to type in investor or cash. And if you just put invest, it covers like so many other things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we have a family
Market,
here who
Florida.
is trying
Easy
to
money.
sell their house.
I wouldn't leave Florida, bro. Where exactly in Florida? Because that's, I mean, that's a great market.
That is a hot market.
Yeah.
So is Houston. That's where Hugo is hanging out. Robert, what market are you working on right now? I swear I've asked you that before, and sorry I'm asking again. Okay, so this is one of those, like, market has completely rejected your price, but then I also wonder, I'm like, what's going on here? Like, why are you not taking the offers no doubt you're getting? New roof, new price, and up to 30,400 in concessions. Golf community offer concession to buy down interest rates. What do you guys think? Should we call?
I want to go to the comparables.
He always wants to know numbers first. That's why I keep him. Well, I immediately see 900s, which is a good sign.
They're closer to the golf course.
That's true.
I don't like those. Go to the sold area because I'm not really looking for a.
Do you prefer list or do you use the map? Everybody's a little different.
I prefer list.
Yeah, I figured. Got some.
I like 1685 more than anything else.
1658.
Farther away. Oh yeah, 1658. It's farther, or actually, yeah, I think an 825 is solid. Yeah, I mean it's worth the call. They're aware that they're overpriced. I mean they have to be.
They're doing concessions. Ooh, before and after. That's what I want to see on this one. Bought in 23. Bought at 71% of ARV. 835. It's a little bigger than ours. Really well staged. Did they take any hits on market? Only 22 days on market. I highly doubt they took a hit in that time. No, they did. They took an offer at 835 when they listed at 875. 835. Second, guys, some quick math. Yeah, this would have to be kind of like at 580, basically.
I think you might be able to get it there.
Might.
Because technically right now they're listed at 675 with their concessions.
Tampa, Daytona Beach, and Orlando for easy money. Solid markets for real. All right, y'all. I haven't talked to an agent all day. Let's see if we can get a hold of this one.
Are you an Astro, or are you just like? Did you find us from Jamil's YouTube? Are we calling this one?
Yeah, why not? Give me something to do since y'all don't.
Can't hear you. Can't hear you. No, you're muted.
What about now?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, all I was saying was nobody has any Colorado addresses for us to call. I'm absolutely going to call, especially because I already know what buyer I would hand this off to.
This is super nice too, though.
It is. But I think it's not a luxury flip. And if it was, then it would be up in the 830s. The issue is it's got a family living in it. It's not like particularly staged or anything like that. All right, let's see what she has to say. All right, I'm taking.
Bring up when you're on the phone. This is why they've been sitting. 1955 rough court. Sold at 685 2 months ago. With an extra bed. Flipped.
It's not
a good flip.
Flipped.
It's not a good flip.
Previous sale, 20th.
Yeah, this was likely a live-in flip.
Yeah, actually, that makes too much sense. What did they purchase at? 422. 422.
That's about what they bought this one for. The seller on this one paid for $450.
Oh dear, I just lost it. Let's go back. I already forgot this gal's name, and that's like the one thing you need. Lauren, I swear I've talked to Lauren before. Let's see. Uh-oh, guys, I think I froze like no other.
I can still see you.
Oh, okay, that's good. I took off my screen share for now just so that I can make sure I'm actually, my computer like glitched out. All right, phone time. I love some phone time. Hey, Lauren. My name's Corianne. I was just checking out your 1692 Marsh Hawk. Is now a bad time?
No, sorry. My phone is just doing. Sorry, I was trying to connect to the computer and to God knows what else. Hi, how can I help you out?
Hi, Lauren. You know what? I've been having tech issues today, too. There is something in the air. It's not just you.
I think so. I think so. I'm like, what is my phone doing? It was like trying to connect to the computer and the speaker in the living room, and I'm working from home, so there's too many things to connect to.
That's true.
So you're looking at Marsh Hawk?
Yes, I am. I am a licensed agent here in Colorado, but I'm just looking as an interested party in being the buyer here. But honestly, I'm so perplexed as to why it's still on the market.
Oh my God, you and me both. So this house, I've gotten 4 contracts for this house, all at or above list price. So 3 of them, so we have a tenant in place who's in the process of moving out. 3 of them they were not willing to give the tenant time to move out. And so we were like, well, we can't really actually take your contract because that's a violation of Colorado landlord tenant laws.
Which are only getting tougher.
The 4th one. Yeah. And I just, I mean, like, that tenant is really, she's not the most amenable tenant that I've ever worked with, but she's pretty easy to work with. And so I don't think it would be an issue, but I don't want to have that kind of exposure for my seller. You get it. You're a renter. Yeah. So we couldn't take any of those, and they were unwilling to budge on move-in dates. And then we got one that they were contingent and still needed to get their house on the market. That wasn't a big deal for my seller. We were going to move forward with them. I sent them an amend to the contract based on their closing date that they wanted and said, well, if you're going to close here in, I don't know if it was 45 or 60 days, you need to have your house on the market here and you have to have it under contract here because math.
Yeah.
And they freaked out and they're like, we can't get our house on the market that fast. We don't know. This is scary. And they backed out.
Oh no.
So I know. So I have this house and, you know, I will tell you it has been a rental for 2 years.
Okay.
And so the paint colors are ugly. It needs carpet on the second floor, you know, on the upstairs. The basement is finished, but it's finished like a rental unit. It definitely could be made nicer, but it's not terrible.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a great floor plan. It's in a fantastic neighborhood. I sell a few houses in Red Hawk every year, and it's a great area.
Yeah.
It's a great price for Red Hawk. It's got a brand new roof because we had that windstorm come through.
Mm-hmm.
And my roofer, whenever I list something and whenever we have something like that happen, he just runs around to all my listings. And so he ran around and said, well, you have enough wind damage that we can probably make a claim. So I have a brand new roof as of like a week ago from USAA.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great house.
Wow.
I don't know why I still have it. I know. You want to buy it?
Well, you know, I do because I can see some, you know, obviously some spit shine and some work to the exterior, and I can see where it could potentially go. There's one comp that kind of has me a little, you know, I'm not sure I'm the right buyer, and I'm curious what your thoughts are on it. Let me find the address because I think I already lost it. Oh, there it is. It's sold in April. It's 1955 Rough Court. And it had the spit shine. It looks nice on the inside. It didn't do any staging, but they didn't have to put up with a tenant or anything like that. And they sold at $685, which makes me, and if I go, okay, if I'm going to come in here and I'm going to spruce it up, is that my ceiling, or do you see a ceiling that's above that?
I see a ceiling that's above that. I think that one might be smaller if I remember. What was that house number again? Because I remember it's 1955, right?
Correct. Rough, like, yeah, court.
Yeah. Rough Court. Okay. I remember this one. Okay, so this was right next to your busy street. So that was one piece. They did go in and get a multiple offer situation. They initiated a bidding war. I would argue that they should have gone in a little higher. They did a little bit, but there's still a lot. I don't know if they upgraded a whole lot other than paint it white and some laminate, honestly. Because if you look at the kitchen is still not updated. They painted the cabinets white and put some handles on them.
So are you saying that Red Hawk High, like, let me try that again. Red Hawk Drive is the busy road that it could potentially hear, or is Bent Grass Circle busy?
I think that's Grass Circle.
Okay.
It might be Red Hawk. Let me look at the map. But both are pretty busy.
Okay.
Red Hawk is the main drive-in, but Bent Grass Circle is also pretty busy. Yeah.
Let me ask you this: when does the tenant move out? That I should have started with that question. I'm just curious.
So she is in the process of moving out. So she's been told she has a hard and fast move out date of July 1st, and she actually recently came back and said, well, I might need a little longer. She's moving out of state.
Oh,
but if you go into the house is virtually empty. And I think she'll probably be out by July 1st. I mean, if we gave her 30 days, certainly she could be out. And she's on a month to month. So, you know, yeah, I mean, this one, they did paint it, which is huge. They added some laminate flooring, but that's all they really did to it. You are on a busier street. You don't have as nice of a yard. You do have houses directly behind you.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, those are all factors. I feel like any day I'm pricing anything, I'm throwing a dart. But I feel like Marsh Hawk, if we were to clean it up, and this one actually I think is smaller too. Let me see, 3778. I don't remember how much Marsh Hawk is. You know, if we were to clean it up, they're the same size. Yeah. I would expect Marsh Hawk, depending on your finishes, you could probably sell that for $750. maybe even 775, but I hate to be that optimistic. And
hey, I appreciate that you're
So
reasonable.
my
You would not
seller-
believe the amount of people out there that aren't.
Well, I work with a lot of investors, and I understand how to run numbers. My seller, we've talked about even taking it off the market after the tenant moves out, having him go in and fix. There's the couple dozen little things. He's got a piece of the siding on the side of the house near the primary window that just needs to be screwed down better and caulked, and he's got little stuff like that.
Yeah.
Go through, do all of those things, replace the carpet, get paint, carpet and paint. He got bids, and I think to do both was going to be, I don't know if it was $13,000 or $16,000 to do both. To paint the interior and replace the second floor carpet. Could you paint the kitchen cabinets and pop the counters? Yeah, and that wouldn't be expensive.
Yeah.
I don't know if you'd have to, if you put the right paint color in there. I don't think you would have to.
Okay. Well,
do the gentle cream dance with me. We all know it's gentle cream. That's what I put in.
That's funny.
And
that's hilarious. I know exactly what you're talking about.
2 years ago, it was, is this Hush Gray, or what was the other gray? But there was another one we would always.
I probably put it in one of my flips. I know exactly what you're talking about, but everybody is kind of going off of the gray.
I would say, which of the two grays do you want? And she would say, I want this one.
Right. Okay. I don't want to take up.
For $15,000 or $20,000, you can have a $750,000 house.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to have $100,000 spread on this, but you're just not in Denver.
Yeah.
You're just not.
Well, and I know this is a hot neighborhood, and if he's an investor that has a good tenant right now, and really he can put a little bit of money in once the tenant's out, because tenants just, man, they make it difficult.
They make it that's honestly, that's why I haven't sold it, is the tenant.
You know what?
And,
as soon as you said that, it makes sense.
If there's a tenant in, because they're like, well, are they going to leave, or are they going to keep them?
Yeah.
So.
Well, okay. I don't want to take up too much of your time. I already appreciate everything you've shared with me here. I can tell that just based off their motivation and what you've got going on, you will get your price. It's really just a waiting game.
I don't know. I feel like we've been waiting a long time, and I don't know. I think he's going to let that tenant stay. And he's like, well, I want to get a contract before I kick her out, and I'm like, well. You kick her out.
Please kick her out. Right? So that I can get this sold in the summer. Because honestly, if he wanted to keep the tenant and he wanted to get rid of it at a lower price where I can actually make a little bit if I flip it in a couple months, wonderful. But I don't think I'm going to be able to, with a 750 ARV, pick this up at 680. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Send me an offer. Send me something.
All right, awesome. Let me go back to my underwriter, see what number we come in at, and then can I just send you an LOI to float in front of him? Because ideally, I would love for you to represent, and I just serve as a cash buyer, which will give you / him a little bit more wiggle room.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah. Why don't you go ahead and send that? I don't know if he'll want to go that way or if he'll want to strictly represent him. So just so you know.
Okay. Totally understand. I can write up the paperwork if he does want to keep you as completely representing him. It's just I don't want to waste much time if my number just is going to roll right off his back and not hit,
Totally.
Okay.
Yeah, just send me an LOI and I'll send it to him.
All right. Thank you for your time. And then if this one doesn't work, can we talk about one that's way uglier at some point? I'm the girl that likes them ugly.
Yes.
All right, wonderful. I'll drop you my card in a text so you have it, and we'll talk soon, Lauren. Thank you.
Great. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.
Boom, shakalaka. She was a chatter, but I have a tendency to let people chat because then at the end they go, well, send me an offer. Do you think that lands at about 580? Oh, you're muted, by the way. I muted you. So there you go.
I don't know. I'd have to. What was the address again? Sorry, I got another address. Started looking at something else.
That's great. 1692 Marsh Hawk. Because she said 750 is after repair value, but we have a pretty clear 800s. Before I send an offer, I'm going to send this to our buyer and see what number they come at. And then we'll just submit 10, 20K lower than that and see what happens.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think if there's a 5 in the front, it's definitely much more appealing.
Yeah.
I also think it might work as a sub 2. They have a 3% interest rate.
I didn't even explore that with her. That could be a whole nother conversation. Speaking of which, I do need to text her my card. Takes me like 2 seconds. Guys, random, but Ask an Agent Anything was yesterday, and I ended up learning so much because we got off the live and then JJ like private coached me basically. And did you know that with shortcuts on your phone, you can basically say like TTYL and then it will automatically send a larger text? Okay,
Yeah.
I was feeling a little old. This is totally new to me.
Yeah, you can set up like acronyms. Like, you know, if you text OMW for like on my way, it'll auto populate to on my way with exclamation point.
Yeah.
You could do that for whatever you want.
Okay, Mr. Integrator in my life, can we talk more about that? Because I was like, holy shit, there's so many things I could use that for.
Yeah, I mean, I don't use it. I just put TTYL. Like, I'll just put that and send that. But you can do it. You also text much more proper than I do.
I know, it drives everybody crazy. Okay, sorry guys, I had to find the right card. Copy link. Send to my new friend, Laura. Post. Talk soon. Thank you for your time. Card. All right, guys. I have 3432 West 23rd Avenue. Is that the one that you got that you were looking at? Or are you looking at a different one?
No, I was looking at something else. This one's super nice, though. I mean, not super nice, but it's nice.
Ooh, behind stage just got more fun. Oh, hey, I'm actually going to pull you up. Are you ready for me? All right, let's go. Yo, girl, what's up?
Am I ever ready? Come on now. Hi, everybody. So good to see you. God, I look dark, huh? What's happening? My camera's acting funny. Anyways, good to see everybody. Good to be here. How's it in Colorado? Talk to me.
It's been good. I just got off the phone with an agent who I'm going to send over an offer. She said, just send me whatever your number is and I'll put it in front of him. So that's a win.
You guys are making calls, yeah?
Well, we're winging it is what we do here on Compin Colorado. We both comped and called today.
Okay.
And guys, hello. If you guys don't know Renee, she is the co-host of Ask an Agent Anything. Every Tuesday we are live and gabbing nonstop and bringing you the coolest guests, which I was just talking about JJ and the fact that I learned that you can do the texting on shortcuts. Phenomenal.
Yes.
But right after Compin Colorado, she goes live on her page with Compin California, which you guys are hot. My goodness, everybody needs help in California right now, huh?
You know what? I just heard someone that I'm onboarding. So guys, by the way, get at me if you're interested, if you need some help. This is not a pitch for, a resume, but I am growing and I also need some help myself. Anyway, one of the gals that's kind of in a testing period that's coming on, she lives in Sacramento and said, quote, I was scared to do California because I was intimidated. So I'm not really sure why. Like, I get it in the investor world, people tend to poo-poo on California. It's expensive here. The EMD is expensive. All the things. It's just negative. It's a blue state. It's not a landlord-friendly state. I mean, all of that is true. I'm not going to deny it. But I'm going to tell you one thing, that at least in my neck of the woods, which is greater LA County, I mean, I live in a neighborhood of LA, but I cover a lot of LA. When I drive around in the 25 years that I have lived here, I have never not seen progress. People want to live in this weather. They want to live in Northern California. They want to live in Southern California. There's huge apartment complexes. There's small fix and flips. There's small lot developments. I've seen green fences, as we jokingly say. That's usually where there's like a little mini construction site. I see green fences everywhere. So as much as there's a lot of negative stuff in state of California, it's like the nation's scapegoat. There's a lot of business here, guys. If you want to get in on this and you're truly maybe just a wholesaler, the spreads are great. You maybe don't do 50 deals a month, but the spreads are really good. I will take care of you. I've been an agent for 19 years. And so I do things a little bit differently. We aren't just doing wholesales. We're leaving no stone unturned. I do small lot development. I do land. I do lots of different stuff. So get at me. Come into the next, thing after this is Compin, California. Tyler Unaka, he's also an astro flipping student. This guy's he could be my son. I think he's like 22 years old, and he is just killing it. And he's a good guy. He's a young guy, and he understands the California market well. He actually grew up in Northern California. So if you really want a homegrown person to give you the answers, and this is where he makes his living. He's not in 50 other markets, guys. He's in California. So please, come. The water's warm. Don't let it scare you.
He lives in SoCal now.
What's that?
He lives in SoCal now. He lives in
LA now. Yeah. He grew up in the Sacramento Bay Area. I don't know exactly where, but yeah, he grew up there. He moved down here with his girlfriend just for a change of pace. He's not actually working the LA market. He is. He
still does deals up here. Yeah.
Yeah. He's still kind of in that comfort zone. Hey, LA ain't no joke. There's a reason why the television shows come here. It's not for everybody. You got to have some thick skin here. But listen, I don't bite. If you guys are interested in jumping in the game, please DM me on Instagram or Facebook. I'm happy to have a conversation with you and see if you're a right fit for what I'm developing, because we definitely are growing here for sure.
And these are the places, these are the rooms to be in, because it is a small world. Like, it's funny, you bring up Tyler and I'm like, yeah, Austin was on the phone with Tyler the other day. We don't work in the same market, but we still are having conversations to improve each other's businesses all day, every day. And so like, these are the places to show up, to be in the chat, to see who's really playing. And California is a good game with a lot of big players. So use Renee to get into that pool where the water is warm.
Yeah. And I mean, listen, like I said, I've been an agent for 19 years. So I speak agent. I'm not just wholesaling. I do work with a lot of investors. There's a breadth of, business to be had that's outside of wholesaling. No shade on if that's the only thing you want to do. But I assert in some of these markets, like in California, there's so much else that's happening. There's buy and hold, there's fix and flip. There's something called an SB8 and SB9, which is really like a value add. You can convert a garage, things like that. That's a statewide, thing that we voted on. So all this is out there, guys. If you want to maybe level up your game or get into slightly bigger conversation, I would say California is a decent state for that. And then again, I'll tote myself that it's just, I'm not just doing like astro flipping. I'm in the community, but I'm happy to have a bigger, wider conversation just because I've been doing this for a minute. So if you're brand new, please get on the train, come and play, see if we're a right fit. I'll see you guys in Compin, California, though. I love coming in here.
He's asking for it. Easy Money needs the link to Compin, California. So will you drop it in our chat?
I will get it, but I'll probably come off stage, but I'll drop it in there. Yeah, because I got to go get the link. All right.
Thank you. You're the best.
Bye.
All right, y'all. I think we'll wrap a little bit early so that I can hop over to Compin Cali and make sure that it launches well. But feedback would be amazing. If you are joining us live and you'd like to see maybe more calls, or you want to see us do more of the back end business conversations that we're used to having, whatever it might be, I would love your feedback. Even if you're watching this after the lives, how can we bring value to you? Because the whole reason that we show up here is that I've noticed that we don't get to all of the addresses on Straight Outta Compin. Colorado and California, using Renee, are the two markets that we know well that we want to make sure that we're supporting our people in. So yeah, holler at us. Let us know how we can be helpful. And then if you need anything deal-wise, you hit us up at deals@closewithkickflip. That's going to land in Austin's inbox like that. And the man is a fast comper. He gets back to you incredibly quickly. So if you need help on your buy prices or getting it sold, that is what we're here for. And then last but not least, only Colorado. Yeah, don't hit him up about other stuff or he'll be so annoyed with you. If it's something else, though, you can DM me on IG because I will answer you and connect you to one of my amazing friends in Astro who's working all the other markets that you can possibly think of. And that's the perfect tie-in to the fact that we met because we're both Astro. Renee and I met because we're both Astro. It is the best investor community that I've ever been a part of. And I'm not just saying that because it's the only one. I've been a part of a lot of them. And this is where it really clicked for me what it meant to be an investor, how to do it ethically, how to do it well, and how to collaborate over just being in competition. So if you guys need a big sister and an introduction into the Astro family, please just hit me up on IG, DM me, and I will make sure you get a direct introduction. It is an investment, guys. If you're going to invest, I believe that is the place to do it, but it is an investment. So until then, that's why we show up here on YouTube too, is to bring you that value outside of the community so that you can get your first deal done so that you can invest in doing more deals. Thank you guys for spending your time with us here today. Head over to Compin, California, and we'll see you all soon. Bye.
Peace out, y'all.